It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Katie York set to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Offense in the hurry up here. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Inside the 25. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He puts some juice on it deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. On is Katie York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings start off well to tie things 7-7. On now is York to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, third and short, it's a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cope with a catch. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. 1st down, ball at the 36. Now a give left side to Pacheco. Jukes one defender, and they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Blitz coming, Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. McCarthy to throw it. This complete to Cole. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Oh, and he bolts through the defense for a touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. York tacks on that extra point. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now he's York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running left with Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Taking his shot deep down the field. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here. As you're laying there after taking that hit, are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now McCarthy. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be their football. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. On the carry, it's Pacheco. Dukes out a one-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down throw, Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He puts some power on a deep one left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. Ryan Wright on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running back, motioning right. Mahomes on first and 10. Stays in the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on fourth down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're out and set, first and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings pushing for points. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's McCarthy. On target to Jackson. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Nearly an interception on that play. And it sets up second down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's McCarthy to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing on third and long. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Working inside the red zone. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Carter will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 1-score game before halftime. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Play action, Mahomes. And he can't escape. They drop him to the turf. Got a flag down, though, from early indications. I think this might be on the offense. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
He beams one deep right side. too far. Out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. He's on the move. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense up to the line fast. First and 10, here's McCarthy. That one's complete, right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to the well again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on second. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. McCarthy to throw for it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Running is Pacheco. Across midfield at the 45. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Looking for the back that time. So second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Culp with the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll throw it again. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the third. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Complete out to the right. Oh, this big guy is moving. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking, and the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing with a blitz on the way. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Chiefs ring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This from 35 yards away. Up and good from Blankenship. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy gets everything he has under this throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. York now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, I'm fairly certain he left his leg up there just an extra half second to try to draw the flag, but hey, you still got to be able to avoid running into him if you're the defender.
You know, Kate, you make a great point, and I've always wondered what these kickers and punters do in their meetings. I think they do that. They put on a pretty good show so they could draw a penalty, too.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Power squib kick is taken in. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run now with Pacheco. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, Mahomes to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Mahomes throwing for 2. On the move, headed right. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Be a little armchair quarterback after that call. It's like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He put everything he had into this one. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Complete on the option. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. McCarthy to throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings need to score quickly. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Carter gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
So just inside the 2-minute warning, they have to get the onside kick back. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. Throw left side, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Buys time, rolling right. Taking a big shot. He's got it. Looks like the feeder inbounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push the lead up to 12. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, McCarthy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
2nd and 10. McCarthy. Trying to push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. And that one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught at the 9. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to...
And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. No timeouts remaining.